Hey everybody, it's Dr. Menges, Healthbridge Chiropractic. Come on back here just a minute. I want you to meet one of my patients, Leslie, and make sure you stick around for the second half of the video. I thought that was the better part. So come on.
Hi, my name is Leslie, and I have a story to tell. When I was at the age of 12, I knew what I wanted to do with my life, and it had something to do with being a person who helps other people on the streets. Finally, I realized it was becoming a paramedic. I was put on the face of this earth to be a paramedic, and that's what I love doing. Over the years, I've helped a lot of people, and it got to the point where I became sick and didn't realize what was wrong. Finally, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and unable to do my job. I was coming to a crossroad where I was seeing 7 physicians and nobody was able to help me. I read an article in the paper from Dr. Menges about fibromyalgia and how he could help. And I took a chance, and I called and I came in and I joked about it, saying, how could you write an article about me when you don't even know me? And I limped in here, and 3 months later I walked out well, and believe it or not, I am back at my job doing what I love to do, and it's because of Dr. Menges that I've been able to go back to my job and do what I love to do. And anybody that has any kind of symptoms of weakness or back problems or neck problems should give him a call, because he does a great job, and he's gentle and he's kind, and you should give him a call.
But you didn't give up.
No, I didn't. I was at the bottom of the well, and I was circling the drain, and the opportunity. I knew that after several therapies that I was probably going to be able to go back to do what I was doing, and it made all the difference in my husband's and my lives.
You know, the turning point for me and you is the day, and when I knew I had to kick it into a higher gear for you, was the day that you told me about, I think your husband was sitting on the end of the bed.
Yes.
I don't remember what the whole story was, but that's when I realized how far down you both had gone.
Yeah.
And that not just from like physical medicine rehabilitation. It was time for me to step out of the doctor.
Yes.
And let you know what I saw in you.
That's
because
when...
I knew, and I know with most of the people that I work on, I know who can make it and who's not going to make it. But at that point, I knew I needed to become more involved with you, because if we didn't do it, bad things were about to happen. And I don't mean I mean the important stuff.
Right, absolutely. The very important stuff, because my husband did. He sat on the bottom of the bed and he put his hands over his face and he said, I need to provide for my family and I'm not able to do that. And, we were this close from becoming homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're that far down and you come back, I don't wish badness on anybody, but when you're that far down and you come back, you appreciate life more. You appreciate the simple things. So when I went back to work, and I heard some of the same complaints. I said, I'm not a preacher, but you have to appreciate what you have, because life can change in half of a heartbeat. And you have it good. You have it good. You make wonderful pay. You have a home, and you have people that care for you. So appreciate what you have, because it can change.
And the only other thing I would say is that the down change for you, and I'm just speculating, but the down change for you was so slow, step by worse, by worse, by worse. But the coming back was like that.
Yes. I mean,
all you had to do, click, and it was done.
Was
I remember talking to you.
You said to me, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And that, for me, was a changing point. And it does. It makes all the difference in the world. I hurt sometimes, but I am so appreciative that I can continue to do what I'm doing. I'm 85 to 90% when I was at 0. And it's all changed. And not only do I feel better physically and mentally, but I appreciate so much more.
And the only thing I would challenge you to do is to tell that to everyone you come across.
And I do.
Serious.
And I do.
It's awesome.
I said, I'm not a preacher, but I'm going to tell you my story. And I've done that.
That's awesome.